everybody a chance to tap in with the kid. Hopefully y'all enjoying y'all Saturday thus far, man. This is spontaneous live. Just had something I want to build on for about 45 minutes to an hour. So hopefully y'all got that exact amount of time to chop it up and build with the kid, man. But give y'all about 3 to 5 minutes, man, to come on in. Let me know how y'all living and feeling on this wonderful Saturday, man. It's a beautiful day where I'm at, man. About 80 degrees today. Y'all know how I go. Montel, peace. What's happening? What's the word? How we living and feeling on this wonderful Saturday, man. Hopefully the weekend is going great for everybody. We're going to make it a little better with this build, man. We're going to discuss something that I've been noticing, observing, analyzing. Y'all know how I go. So I just want to add my 2 cents on this particular subject matter, man, because I feel like it's something serious. It's near and dear to my heart, especially being a trainer, being in this space. So this is something I definitely feel qualified to talk about. So I'm going to talk about it. Montel, man, everything is smooth. Everything is peaceful, man. We all good, for sure. Queen Lady Lachelle, peace. What's happening? Shakira, peace. What's the word? You know, we're going to talk about the importance of health and fitness when it comes to dating. And is that a top priority? Outcast, peace. What's happening? You know, I get mixed reviews a lot, but I be finding it interesting when... See, this the thing, man. People got to be... You got to be a little mindful, man, when you out here... when your type is a certain body type that doesn't necessarily lead to good health, man. So you got to watch that type of stuff, man. Before I say anything about a body type preference, first and foremost, I would want to be with somebody that prioritizes being healthy. You know, before I go out here talking about you need to be this, you need to be this amount of weight, this, that, and the third. Like, nah, first of all, I need somebody that takes their health and fitness serious. You know, are you willing to work out, or are you already working out? You know, are you willing to eat healthy? Are you already eating healthy? Something along those lines. You know, and I've seen a lot of people prefer a certain body type before they even talk about the health of their partner. You know, and I find that to be very interesting. So you want your person to look a certain type of way. You more concerned with that in regards to how they actually are feeling health-wise. You know, and I saw a post on Facebook, and this is something that inspired this. I saw a post on Facebook, and I talked about it, where they was pretty much asking, is your high school crush still fine, or whatever the case may be? And I saw a lot, and these are some people I went to school with. So I saw some people that was under the comments like, yeah, you know, he didn't got chubbier too, so that just makes it even better. You know, and at first I'm like, hold up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that threw me off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because I know some of the folks, you know, I went to school with some of these people, man. So I know the type of weight that some of the cats I went to school with then put on. You know, and a lot of that is unhealthy weight. You know, so it ain't like dudes then put on weight and it's like straight muscle and it's stout. You know, dudes then got chubby. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason. Whether it be depression, whether they just not taking care of themselves. So it's like, that's how I'm looking at it. Now, of course, I'm a trainer, so I'm seeing things differently. But I'm like, man, that ain't nothing to be praising, though. You know, if a dude would, of course, you know, most people ain't going to stick to that high school weight. I'm one of the chosen few that might stick to that high school weight because I never really fell off in regards to working out. So I made a career out of it. You know, but most people, they going to put on some pounds. They going to put on some pounds when they get out of high school. But it's like, man, dudes out here putting on 50, 60, 70, 80 pounds. You was in high school, you was 150, now you 230. And it ain't necessarily something that you was working towards in regards to building muscle, like it's straight fat. Like, no. We not praising. I'm not praising that. We need to slim that down. We need to get that down. You was 150, now you 230, man. We need to chop that down. We need to get under that 200. We need to get under that 200, fam. But you know, I saw a lot of chicks, man. That was the comment. They're like, yeah, man, he got a little chubby. It's the chubbiness for me, all the type of stuff that they be talking about. And I'm like, nah, fam. And this ain't the first time that I came across that. I've heard a lot of women talk about how they don't necessarily like. Now, of course, it's a difference between overly muscular and just looking like you work out a little bit. But I just seen a lot of chicks come at that physique. You know, somebody that works out, man, that's building muscle, and how they don't like that, and how they prefer their man to be on the chubbier side. So I'm just starting to find this stuff to be a little weird. And then you got dudes out here that's like that for their women, but I just think that's kind of strange. Of course, everybody got their preference, but it's like, Why isn't the preference just a healthy individual? Like, why is that not the preference? Outcast 100%. So I like, why is the preference not health? Like, are you working out? Are you eating right? Are you striving to eat right? Are you drinking enough water? Like, why are you not analyzing those things? See, this is, I'm trying to tell y'all, man, little small stuff like that. This is why we be walking into situations and it be all bad, man, because we don't care about the more important things. We not examining and we not looking out for the more important things. We just want the dude to be a little chubby. We don't care how he eating, though. That don't even make any sense. That's a recipe for disaster. You finna get with a dude, I don't care how he eating, as long as he on the chubby side, he can eat whatever he want to eat. As long as he maintain his chubbiness, because that's what I like him for. Like, nah, you come on, man, that's messed up. Then when they start trying to take care of themselves, when they like, man, I'm tired of having this excess weight. And I done seen this on both sides. Where you would get with, where somebody would get with somebody, and the person they built a certain type of way, and they tired of looking that way, so they start working on themselves, and then the person don't like that. Like, that don't even make any sense. You got with a dude, he was on the chubbier side. Now he tired of being chubby, so he working out. You know what I'm saying? He working out to better himself, better his life, because he wasn't satisfied with his image. So he's doing something to change that image. And it ain't like he's changing that image via surgery. He putting in work. He becoming healthier. And now you don't like that. That ain't cool, man. That's letting me know how shallow we really are. We in love with images, man. We not in love with the minds. We not in love with the people, man. So you need this person to look a certain type of way, or else you not about to be with them. It's got to get deep. It's a little deeper than that, man. Of course, we gonna have our type. We want somebody that's pleasing to the eye, pleasing to our eye. But man, how you gonna be mad at somebody for working out, for exercising, for eating right, trying to shed some weight? That part doesn't make any sense to me. I'm gonna get mad at you. I'm gonna leave you because you striving to take care of yourself. You striving to exercise. You striving to work out. You want to build muscle. You want to shed some weight. You want to shred up. You tired of being obese. Come on, man. Like, nah. Kuma for sure. For sure. That's my guy. Shout out to Wise Intelligent. The real piece, what's happening. So I'm noticing more of this, man. The people, they are in love with the chubbier body type. Now, again, like I said, man, you can have some chubby people that's working out, that's doing what they need to do, man. But you can't get mad at a person like that when they tired of carrying this weight around and they striving to shred it up. They striving to lean out. I just think that's interesting, you know. So I'm more so concerned about the ways and actions, man. Are they following a healthy regimen? Like, that should be more important than anything. That should be more important than anything. But I don't feel like that's a priority when people are out here dating, you know, seeking a partner, seeking a spouse, whatever it is that they are seeking. I don't see a lot of people discuss health. You know, I don't see a lot of people go on dates and they talking about health. They talking about fitness. Like, I don't hear about that. You know, how many days have you went on to where that was the main topic of conversation? We finna talk about our fitness. We finna talk about our health. People will talk about everything before that. They'll start talking about how many kids they want to have, what, you know what I'm saying? How many businesses they want to have, the type of house they want to live in, but what they will not talk about health. You know, what is your 5-year plan for your health? What are you striving to do to be healthier? You know what I'm saying? I don't see a lot of people discussing these things, man. How y'all gonna come together and y'all not building on health? Y'all not on the same page when it comes to health. Make that make any sense to me? Boom, peace, what's happening? Why is that not one of the first things you discuss with a person when y'all dating? You know, and back in the day when I was making my changes, that stuff happened by default. You know, when you would go out to eat with somebody and you say, man, don't put, you know what I'm saying? I don't eat the pork. I don't eat the meat. I don't do the dairy, this, that, and the third. That would indirectly lead to a conversation about health. You know, hey, why you ain't put the bacon bits on this potato? Man, I don't do the pork. Why you don't eat the pork? Now we having a whole conversation about health. Opening the eyes up, man. But most people not doing that. And that's why we continue to have a lot of these unhealthy cycles, man. These unhealthy relationships, these unhealthy families. I feel like part of that is due to the fact that we unhealthy as a people. You know, we got a lot of people out here giving a lot of these you know, relationship tips and things like that. But hey, do not neglect the health of the two parties involved. How you gonna have two sick people come together and have a healthy relationship? How you gonna have two toxic people via their diet come together and have a healthy relationship? Like, nah, it's just gonna be toxicity on top of toxicity, man. Y'all better start taking that aspect of a relationship seriously. When you come together with another person and y'all both striving to do what's right and exact, y'all both exercising, you know what I'm saying? Y'all both watching what y'all eat, y'all both drinking enough water, y'all both meditating. Come on, man. That's a healthy relationship. That's a healthy relationship. Goddess Isis, I'm trying to tell you, and I had to personally get over that when I went vegan. Everybody was used to me looking a certain type of way as far as just overly muscular, overly swole. Of course, when I went vegan, man, I shredded up. You know, so mugs out here thought I was sick, type stuff like that, man. It was crazy, man. And I only had really lost like 10 pounds. It was crazy. Mugs out here straight thinking you're sick. Oh man, you need to eat this, that, and the third. Whole while I'm feeling better than I ever felt. You know, and that was crazy. And I was used to being muscular, so at first I ain't really too much like that. But then when I work out and realized I had way more stamina and I hadn't lost much of my strength, I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. But I didn't see that way too often. You know, you go vegan or you change up the game, and they don't necessarily like you because now you done lost the weight. So they don't care about you being healthy. That's letting me know your health is not a priority to them. They need for you to have that 70 pounds on you. They don't care about you being healthy. They don't care about any of that. You know, and I ain't trying to be with no person. I ain't trying to be with a person like that, man. If you can't accept the fact that, hey, I'm tired of carrying around all this excess weight, you know what I'm saying? I want to make a change to better myself. Nah, if you can't accept that, then we can't even be rocking together, man. Anthony, peace, what's happening? You know, so that's strange to me. But I just need to see more people prioritize that, man. You gotta come into the relationship, man, with a healthy mind and a healthy body, man. You got people coming into a relationship with a healthy mind and a healthy body, man. What you think you're gonna get out of that? What you think is gonna be born from that? Now, of course, yeah, you're gonna have exceptions to the rule where people prioritize their health and it still don't work out. But I guarantee you their ending will be way more peaceful than two people that's toxic ending the situation. DJ Elmo, peace, what's happening? So again, man, I'm concerned with the health of the person I'm talking to. Because I got the knowledge in regards to how destructive these foods are. Then I got the knowledge on how beneficial some of these foods are. And it's like when I can't just watch you eat yourself into a grave. Like that ain't, listen, if we together, like, and I'm just watching you eat yourself into a grave, like, how can I say I really care about you? See, that's where my mind is at. Like, I don't understand that. Like, my mind, like, I don't feel comfortable watching somebody eat themselves into a grave, and then I swear that I care about them. You know, at some point, I'm gonna have to address that. Like, yo, you ain't been drinking these smoothies, fam. Like, you ain't been eating them fruits and vegetables. Like, what's up? Like, you done been eating a lot of this processed food lately. Like, that ain't gonna work. Like, you gonna end up feeling too bad. Like, yo, this ain't gonna work for your health, man. So I'm gonna need for you to balance that out. Something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna have to eventually address the situation. I can't watch people eat themselves into a grave knowing what I know. Claiming that I care about this person. Claiming you want to grow old with a person. How can you say you want to grow old together and you gonna watch them eat themselves into a grave? You know, you're going to watch them fail to exercise and do all the things that'll lead to a longer life. That's backwards. That doesn't make much sense. Yeah, I want to grow old with you. But then I'm going to watch you eat yourself into an early grave. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. If I'm saying I want to grow old with you, all of this good stuff, then I got to see to it that I at least strive to get you to do things that will increase your lifespan. That's how that has to be. You know, and the first way to do that is through your actions. Like, I'm going to do what needs to be done. Hopefully you follow suit. Hopefully that's enough to motivate you. If not, then we're going to have to take another approach, which is to let you know directly what's happening and what you need to do. You know, so I don't understand how we can eat, like, be with a person, have kids, and just watch them do things that you know is detrimental. Especially when it comes to kids, fam. Like, part of the reason why you have kids is to have them live a better life than you did. So why would you allow kids to eat the same foods that you know tore you up? Why would you allow your kids to eat the same foods that gave you cavities at 6 and 7? You know, why would you allow your kids to eat the same foods that had you having headaches and nosebleeds at an early age? That makes zero sense. We setting them up for the same vicious cycle that we went through. That's not supposed to happen. You know, you constantly stayed in the doctor. You had asthma, all of this type of stuff. And you had to work hard to reverse it. Why would you allow your child to eat the same foods that contributed to these conditions that was holding you down as a kid? That's not right, man. That's not how this game is supposed to go. Your kids supposed to have a better life than you. They supposed to be better than you. They supposed to be healthier than you. But that's not what's happening these days. These kids are sicker than we are. Like, they born into it. They born into sickness. People say born into sin. No, these kids are born into sickness. Like, instantly. Out the womb, bunch of problems. Man, I was reading that How Not to Die book. And he was like, it ain't a matter of if these kids gonna develop heart disease. It's a matter of when. Like, that's how sick the game is these days. We setting these kids up for failure before they even have a chance to breathe. Before they even have a chance to see the light come out the womb, they already subjected to all type of cruel punishment because of our wicked habits, man, that we passing down to them. Like, that's ridiculous, man. Because, again, people not prioritizing their health, fam. People afraid to put their foot down. You know your spouse out here eating some trash, man. Let them know. Let them know they eating that trash, man. Let them know. You don't want somebody to do that to you, or you don't want somebody to look out for you like that. You know, so don't let somebody eat themselves into that grave, man. Don't let your spouse do that. Don't let your partner do that. You know, because that's messed up. You know, you got to think about it. Y'all raising a family. She eating herself into a grave. She not going to be around long enough. So you going to have to raise these kids on your own. That ain't fair to you. So nah, you finna do everything in your power to stay alive out here. So you about to eat the right foods. We about to exercise. We gonna meditate. We gonna get our mind. We gonna get the body right. Because we both need to be around for these kids. Nah, I'm not finna let you take yourself out the game. Then I'm stuck. So now I'm dealing with everything. Nah, nope. You about to do exactly what needs to be done so you can be around as well. This is how you got to think about it. Oh, Kuma 100. Yeah, they can. That's where they develop a lot of their taste for certain foods and things like that. You know? High Top Peace, what's happening? DJ Elmo, of course. Cousin Vera, peace, what's happening? But yeah, DJ Elmo, exactly. Yeah, most definitely an investment. So again, it's like, man, people, they concerned about the type of job you got. They concerned about the cars. They concerned about how you're dressing. They concerned about your hair. But I don't hear people talk about the health, though. I don't hear it, man. You can make all the money in the world, man, but if you're not taking care of your health, how long you going to be around to enjoy the fruits of that labor? Not long. That should be the first thing that y'all discussing. Like, dude, if two unhealthy, like, listen, what we need to do to be healthy. That's why I like it when I get couples that come in. I love it. I love to see the man and woman come to me collectively like, man, we need to get in shape. We need to get it in. We need to drop some weight. We need to build some muscle, whatever the goal is. I love it when couples come in because that's a wonderful thing, man. I hate to see it when it's just one person and the other individual ain't doing nothing. Like, that's messed up, fam. You can't just let your woman work out while you sitting at home being lazy. But that's just the way I'm wired, though. That's just the way I'm wired, man. You can't do that. Like, I'm gonna always do what I need to do, man. But I'm not about to just let my lady come out here and start taking her health seriously and I don't join the process. Especially when I need that work as well. I mean, everybody can afford to work out and eat healthy. But it's like, if I know that I'm overweight, if I know that I can afford to lose some pounds and I feel sluggish, and then my lady didn't start taking her health seriously, I'm not about to just sit back in the cut, fam. Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to sit back in the cut. That's ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculous. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that at all. It's like, that's the inspiration that I would need. All right, she taking her health seriously. Cool. Let me get up and get to it. Let me get up and get to it. Like, let me get to the money, man. Like, we got to get healthy, man. We got to be fit out here. You know, we got to be around. We got to live. You know what Big Pun say? I'm just trying to live. You know what I'm saying? Like Big Pun said. Now, unfortunately, you know the end to his story, and that's why you need to take your health seriously. You know what I'm saying? Big Pun's like, I lost 100 pounds. I'm trying to live, but at that point, it was too late in the game. So we know what ultimately took Big Pun out. So it's like, man, but it didn't even have to get to that. Big Pun wasn't that big of a dude before he put on all that weight. You know, before he started dealing with depression and things like that, man. And then he became that. You know, so nah, it's like, nah, we got to catch that type of stuff before it happened. You know, and when you in that relationship with a person, man, you gotta be the second set of eyes. You know what I'm saying? When you see your partner losing themselves, like, oh, you gotta say something. You gotta say something, man. When you in that relationship with a person, man, and you just see them slipping, like maybe they was working out before, they fell off for whatever reason, and you see them just eating all the wrong foods, they putting on excess weight, man, you got to step in. You got to step in. You know, you doing your own thing, but they still not motivated. Hey, you got to have a conversation like, what's up? You know, you done fell off, man. You put on like 20, 30 pounds. Like, we got to do something. What's happening? Why are you in this funk, man? What's on your mind? What you dealing with? What you thinking about? You know, we got to sort through this thing, man. Like, those are the conversations that you have to have, man. It's accountability partner, man. If you in a relationship, man, the person that you with, that should be your accountability partner. You shouldn't have to get that accountability outside of them. Outside of them. Antonio, my brother, peace, what's happening? Oh, the real for sure. You know, we ain't, again. And that's the lead of the man, man. When that man is eating right and exact, working out, it's like, come on, women, you gotta get in line. Gotta get in line. That's a date. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's y'all, hey, that's y'all date. That's y'all together time. Like, y'all, that's boom. Quality time right there. We going to the gym. We going to the gym. It's workout time. Divine focus for sure. And that's, again, some people can't handle that, you know? Like, hey, and I talked about it the other day. I was like, man, when you make that transition, it was like a lot of people tapped in with me back in the day when I had went vegetarian, vegan. I mean, I still am, but when I had initially did it, you know, they was just talking about person that you talking to. Do they have to be vegan, vegetarian? At first, the answer was like, man, I don't really care. I'm going to do me at the end of the day. But it's like, man, you kind of need that. Because it make it that much complicated, man. Hey, we got to work smarter, not harder, man. You want somebody to have the same foundation as you, man. Like the core things in life, man, y'all should at least agree on those. All right, we going to eat this way. You know what I'm saying? We going to, or I don't want to say belief system, but our culture going to be this way. Like, y'all core principles, y'all should agree on those. That stuff is important. We going to work out. We going to eat healthy. You know, we going to follow this culture. Stuff is important. That stuff is very important, man. We got to work smarter, not harder. You working very hard if y'all eating two totally different ways. And you got one person that's eating healthy, other person eating unhealthy. So now you got to create two separate dishes, and you know this unhealthy dish is killing them. Like, that's ridiculous. That's working too hard. That's working too hard. Miracle, let's get it. Muay Thai. Hey, I got a cousin that's nice with that, man. But for sure. For sure. Yeah, but we got to work smarter, not harder, man. You want somebody to have the same foundation as you, man. Because it's hard, man. For real. It's hard. It's not easy. You know, when you work out, when you take care of yourself and you get with somebody that has no desire to do these things, man, that's frustrating. That, you know, and it becomes frustrating because it becomes harder for y'all to bond. Going back to what I was just saying some minutes ago. If y'all both like to work out, then y'all going to the gym is quality time. If one person likes to work out but the other doesn't, now y'all apart for that time. You know what I'm saying? So now you at the gym, they not. So now they gonna start saying, well, you put in the gym first. You always in the gym. Well, you could be right alongside with me and we could be spending all that time together, but you don't like to work out though. So that creates that problem. It makes it that much harder for y'all to connect and bond. If y'all both like exercise and then all that time that you think I'm in the gym, you there right alongside with me. So now we bonding. But if you don't like to work out, then I'm spending 2 hours at the gym and you not spending 2 hours at the gym. So now we apart for those 2 hours. So now it's a disconnect. That's complicated, fam. We not eating the same foods. I'm drinking all these smoothies. I'm drinking my water. I'm eating my fruits and vegetables. I'm eating the alkaline forming foods. You eating all the toxic foods. Man, we got two different types of mentalities right now. You know, I'm chilling, I'm peaceful, I'm calm because of the foods that I'm eating, and you always irritated, agitated, all because of the foods you eating. You know, so that ain't gonna work. Whereas we both eating these alkaline forming foods, man, we gonna have a similar mindset. You know, you overly toxic because that's all the foods that you consume, and I can't relate to you right now because I'm not consuming that. My mind is on a different level right now due to the foods that I'm eating, man. These foods are calming me down. I'm in a calming mood. You irritated, agitated, all because of these trash foods that you eating. Like, I can't relate to that. We ain't on the same page. We ain't on the same frequency. So we can't connect. It's another disconnect. You know, so again, man, it's better for y'all to be on the same page more than it's not. Kenyatta for sure, man. Listen, a healthy diet is everything that you consume, from the food, the drink, the people you around, the media that you choose to consume, from the movies to the pages you tap into on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. All of that is food. The air you breathe, everything is food. Everything that you consume is part of your diet, is part of your regimen. The thoughts you think, all of that is part of it. All of it. Books you read, everything. Literally, everything is part of that. DJ Elmo for sure. Beats by Bless Zone Out. Peace, what's happening? DJ Elmo, hey, it's definitely challenging. But all I see, this the thing. Like a vegan vegetarian. As a vegan vegetarian, I never require, I never said, hey, you got to be a vegan. All I was like was, you got to be open. You know, and that's all you got. That's all you need. All you need for a person is to be open to change. That's it. Because at that point, you already know. Because I was bashing meat like everybody else. So I'm like, man, as long as you open to change. Because all that's going to happen is, man, when they open to change, you introduce them to a healthier lifestyle, you going to get them. Because who don't like to feel good? Like, why would you not want to feel good? So once you start introducing this healthier lifestyle to them, hey, they going to start feeling good. They going to start feeling better. They going to start seeing results. They going to get addicted to it. They gonna get it, but you need somebody that's open. So if you out here, if you a healthy eater, if you a healthy person, you prioritize your health and fitness, and you dating, you just need somebody that's open. That ain't saying like you a vegetarian or you a vegan, and you get with a person, I can never go vegan. I can never stop eating this. Man, you might want to watch a person that's like that. Instead, you might want to get with the person that's like, man, I always wanted to go vegan, but I never knew how to do it. I never knew how to approach it. That person might be a better fit opposed to, man, I can't let go of the bacon. I can't let go of the pork chops. Man, you might want to watch that. Especially with the tone. Pay attention to the tone in regards to how they say something like that. Of course, they could be joking, but you got to watch that, though. You know, you just got to be with somebody that's more open to change. You know, because you're going to come with a lifestyle that they definitely not used to. You know, so as long as they open, you good. Because, of course, we're not expecting folks to be vegan, vegetarian, plant-based, whatever the case may be, especially in the black community. But at least be open to it. That's all. If you never was one to exercise and lift weights and things like that, just be open to it. If you close-minded to it, man, that's not going to work. Outcast for sure the information. Most definitely. Most definitely. AJ, man, I'm trying to tell you. Hey, I'm trying to tell you, man. Hey, for sure, I've been there, done that. Like, mothers would think you out here cheating and everything, man, and you just in the gym working out. All because they don't understand working out. They don't understand the gym life. They don't understand the amount of time that you have to dedicate to working out. Like, they don't understand that. And for the life, that's a deal. Like, man, I will leave a situation before I jeopardize my health, because at the end of the day, if something happens to you, like, listen, if before I met you, I was working out all the time, I had a regimen going. Like, if I was, before I met you, I was doing something. I was taking care of my health. I'm always in the gym 4 or 5 days out the week. I'm eating healthy. You know what I'm saying? Then I meet you, and you not too fond of that lifestyle, and you trying to distract me and keep me out of the gym. And let's say, hypothetically speaking, I succumb to that, and then I let myself go, and then we don't work out. Look how you done just did me. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I didn't jeopardize my health. Now you gone, and now it's that much harder for me to get back into it. You know how many people I know that's like that? It's so hard for them to bounce back. It's ridiculous. They was working out, man. They had a whole groove going. Then they got married. They got into a situation. They stopped because the other person wasn't with it. Then they had a divorce, or they, you know what I'm saying, ended the relationship with the person, and now they trying to get back to the routine. But the problem is, now you're 40 pounds heavier than you were, so everything hitting a little different. It's harder for you to work out, man. You're not in the shape that you once were. You know, so it's that much more complicated for you to get back in the swing of things. And they start getting depressed, discouraged, all of that, because they not used to this. So, like, nah, I'm not finna chop my routine down for nobody. It's not happening. Because if you gone, I'ma still need my health. Forget all that. I'm not finna sacrifice my health for the sake of a relationship. That sounds stupid. And you shouldn't even require nobody. You shouldn't even require nobody to do that. Yeah, stop working out, stop eating healthy because we need to spend more time together. Okay. We're not gonna spend much time together if I stop taking care of my health, especially as a black man in America. All the stress I'm gonna have to deal with, yeah, I ain't gonna last too much long. Devin, RBG, peace, what's happening? Hey, Devin, congratulations for sure. First thing I did, man, when I got certified, I worked in a commercial gym. So I worked in gyms for like 2 years. Nah, wait a minute. Whoa. No, I worked in the commercial gyms for like 4 years, man. I worked in 2 of them. You know, that's the first thing I recommend, fam. Just go in the gym, see how everything works, you know, so you can learn what to do, what not to do. And then working in a commercial gym, it helps you with like the sales part of it, you know, so you're going to learn how to sell yourself. So that, you know, I will give the corporate gyms that. And once I did that long enough, I started to do online. And I eventually got my own space. But, man, definitely strive to work in a commercial gym first, man. And just learn some things, man. Learn how to sell, all that type of good stuff, man. Do that for a few years, man, and branch off, do your own thing. Go to a studio, try to get your own studio popping, do online, all that. You know, figure out your niche, too. Like, my niche is muscle building. You know what I'm saying? Strength training, muscle building. So, again, find your niche. You know, don't try to please everybody when it comes to fitness. Like, nah, have something that you specialize in, fam. So, like I said, people come to me, they coming to lift some heavy weight. We building strength. You know, so that's what you do, man. Find your niche. All divine focus, 100%. You know, and a lot of people will look at that and be like, well, that's messed up. You can't make somebody, nah, forget all that. Forget all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, how we gonna be with people talking about they don't like to drink water? Like, man, I'm not finna talk to you. You talking about you don't like water. What? Hey, Antonio, for sure, I'm trying to tell you, man, like, for real, man, especially, man, when we getting older, it's like, man, I'm not finna talk to somebody that's telling me they don't want to eat their vegetables. And we not kids, man. You better drink this water. You better eat these fruits. You better eat these vegetables. Like, for real, we too old to be talking about that, man. Talking about I don't drink water because I don't like the taste. Man, come on, man. Like, that don't even make any sense, man. Why would you entertain somebody like that? That's childish. Like, that stuff should be a deal breaker, man. A grown person talking about they don't drink water or they don't eat fruit, you know, or they don't eat vegetables. Like, I don't like vegetables. Like, man, come on, man. Like, seriously, at some point, you got to snap out of that. You know what I'm saying? We got to snap out of that, man. You don't drink water because you don't like the taste. And we 30, 40 years old. Man, stop talking to me. For real, stop talking to me. Like, for real, come on, grow up, man. Carlton, hey, consistency is key, man. But it ain't nothing to it but to do it, man. You just got to do it. Trial and error, man. It ain't going to be perfect overnight. You ain't going to master it overnight. And so, man, I'm telling you, I have 2 smoothies before I have any solid foods. Like, that's been my way. That's been my way for the past few months. 2 smoothies before I have anything solid. Now, of course, it might be one day out of like 2 weeks, 1 or 2 days out of 2 weeks where I slip up, but it's all good. That's one thing I don't do. I don't stress. If I've been doing what I need to do 90% of the time, I'm good. If I slip up 10%, man, that's a good ratio. 90 to 10, I'm good. See, that's what people don't realize. And I be having to tell people that all the time, man. If it's 30 days in a month and you didn't went 20 days doing what's right and exact and you slipped up 10 days, man, you had 20 days opposed to 10 days of doing what's right and exact. Like, come on, man. Don't do that. People say, oh, man, I had 10 bad days this month. I'm going to throw it all away. Throw the whole goal away. Like, that ain't how you live. That ain't how you look at it, man. Perspective is everything. RBG, 100%. They don't take care of their health, they going to end up dying prematurely before it's their time. And who has time for that? How you going to build with a person that ain't trying to be around? How I'm going to build with you, but you don't care about the health of your heart? You don't care about the health of your kidneys, and you don't care about the health of your liver. Man, I don't like what we going to build together? What are we building together if you don't care about your health? What are we building? Like, how we going to build something? You know what I'm saying? You don't care about your health. You don't care about being around, obviously. So, nah, man, you got to think about that, man. Oh, yeah, you with somebody, man, they a chronic smoker. I'm talking about cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? They drink, and they just eat all the swine. They don't eat no vegetables. Man, that person ain't trying to live. That person don't care about you. They not trying to stick around. They not trying to stick around and help you build whatever it is they told y'all building. I'm good on that. Y'all got to start paying attention to what these people do, man. Y'all got to start paying attention. If you dating somebody, pay attention to what they put in their body, man. Pay attention, man. Pay attention, man. Pay attention to what she put in her body. Like, yo, why are you consistently eating this nonsense, man? How we supposed to build, man, but you got all these chronic health issues and you not doing anything to reverse the situation? Like, come on, man. At some point, you're going to have to give the individual an ultimatum. Like, come on, man, you either finna do this or, like, this ain't going to work. We're going to have to reevaluate this relationship. Because I'm not finna stick around. You're not finna leave me with all the responsibilities around here. All because you neglecting your health. You selfish. Like, nah, nope. Kill, peace, what's happening? You know, so again, man, that's top priority. Top priority. I ain't trying to tell you that you got to be living like Dr. Sebi out here, man, but you should at least be striving to make some type of effort to be healthy. Like, I don't understand why this is like, I get it, but it's like, it's crazy how much of a taboo this is, man. It's a taboo out here, man. People, listen, people talk about all of these drug addicts out here, man. But man, folks can't lay off of the bad food out here, man. Folks can't do it. They cannot do it. This food, which is a drug, you know what I'm saying? Because they done laced it with all type of additives and chemicals. But man, this food got people, I'm talking about, man, it's got people in the guillotine choke. It got people in the guillotine chokehold, man. It got people in the Ric Flair figure 4 leg lock, man, and they ain't letting go. You know what I'm saying? Like, this food got a hold on folk, man. It's got a hold on folks, man. People addicted. They cannot let these foods go. Even to the point where they know the type of damage that it's causing, and they still can't let it go. They just can't do it, man. Like, this food has a strong grip on the necks of our people, man. Like, for real. RBG, man, my condolences, man. Like, hopefully, hey, man, hopefully the sister-in-law just, come on, man, take care of herself, you know. We seeing a lot of people fall way before their time, man. And it's like, it's getting to the point now, we getting back in the days when it was like normal for people to die in their 50s. It's like nowadays, man, people dropping in their 50s, and it's like they doing that like that's the new 90. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the new 90 out here. Dudes, people out here dying and they 58, 59. And we like, oh shoot. Man, that is not that. Come on, man. You got way too much. Man, you got a lot of life to live at 58, 59. Stop playing. But I'm trying to tell you, man, y'all want to see some crackheads? Tell people to lay off some of this food. Tell people to lay off the fast food. You know what I'm saying? Tell people to lay off the chips, the candy, the cakes, the pasta, the white pastas, things like that. Tell people to lay off the pork chop, the bacon. You want to see some crackheads? Tell people to lay off that stuff. Tell people to stop drinking that alcohol. Tell people to stop drinking that soda, them juices. You want to see some crackheads, man? Tell people to stop doing what tell people to stop doing these things I'm saying. And watch how hard it is for them. I done seen the crackheads, man, when you tell people to fast for 24 hours. Man, they act like the world ended because they can't eat something for 24 hours. Hey, crackheads, we out here fiending, man. We fiending for the additives and the chemicals that they done placed in these foods, man. Crackheads galore out here, man. I'm trying to go tell the next person you see, go tell them to fast for 24 hours. They gonna look at you like you told them to jump off a cliff and kill themselves. They gonna swear up and down that that's like suicide. What do you mean not eat for 24 hours? I'ma die. Like that's what people seriously think. Go tell the average person, yo, the next person that you come across, go introduce fasting to them. Hey man, go 24 hours without eating. Man, they finna look at you like, man, you cursed their moms out. Dread Mike, peace, what's happening? Infinite Divinity, peace, what's happening? I'm trying to tell you. So you just want me to go water 24 hours. Man, they about to, I'm telling you, the way they gonna look at you, you like, nah. They look like they gonna toss you off that bridge, off that cliff. Just go tell the next person you come across. Go introduce that to them. Hey man, we should fast 24 hours, man. Let's not eat anything for 24 hours. Just straight water. Man, they ain't gonna make it. I'm trying to tell you. They gonna look at you like you just said you about to slit your wrist, man. That's how they gonna look at you. That is how they gonna look at you. They gonna look at you like you said, I'm finna go in the bathroom and slit my wrist. That's how they look at you when you say, look, I'm finna go 24 hours without eating. Oh, and I'm already knowing. Man. And hey, Dick Gregory, mentioned that in his book. Dick Gregory was a big time faster, man. But he talked about all the times that he would fast, and when he had dropped the weight and all the people that was around him, like all the stuff that they would be saying to him and just how he couldn't stand it for the most part. But man, for real. Y'all worried about me dying, and I'm worried, like y'all worried about me dying from not eating. I'm worried about y'all dying from eating. Think about that. The food that y'all eating got y'all in the hospital at all times, and y'all worried about me not eating for 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? But the foods that y'all eating got y'all in the hospital, got y'all feeling terrible every day. But y'all worried about me refraining from these exact foods for 24 hours. Wayne, peace, what's happening? Dread Mike, for sure. It's just the way you got to go about fasting. You know what I'm saying? Like the water, of course, wouldn't do that now. But hey, yeah, the juices and smoothies and things like that. Oh yeah, definitely can do that. And even still, when you introduce that to people, they can't take that one. So you want me to drink smoothies throughout the day. Like, man, if people are not sitting down eating foods, they act like they about to die. And that's ridiculous. Like, that's crazy to me, man. One of the most ancient remedies known to man, fasting, is frowned upon. Infinite Divinity for sure. You already know. Kuma, you know what I'm saying? Depending on, how toxic we are. For the most part, these savage eaters out here, when they fast, boy, they gonna start getting all type of like healing symptoms and whatnot, the healing crisis. They gonna experience all of that. They probably get rashes, all type of stuff, man. They gonna get sick. All that good stuff. You know, like when I first started fasting, I got sick before I got better, but that's normal though. You know, the healing crisis, the healing response. You know, that's normal. Which is why a lot of people have a fear of doing it, because they may have tried it and then they felt gross. You know, they was getting the headaches. You know, they might have got diarrhea, whatever the case may be. You know, they might have got rashes, whatever, man. They might have fasted and had that type of response and was like, see, that's why I need to eat. But they are misinterpreting what's happening. You know, and that's another thing I can't stand, when people shift to a healthier lifestyle and their body responds to it. You know, rashes, night sweats, all these things, and people panic and they be like, oh, see, the reason why this is happening is because I stopped eating meat, or I stopped eating dairy, or I stopped eating. Like, nah, that's not the reason. The reason why your body is responding like that is because of what you was eating. All of that is now leaving your system. And that's how toxic this stuff was and is. Because now that it's leaving your system, now your body, now you getting rashes, now your body, you going through all type of nonsense. Your body is going through hell in order to get right. Hey, RBG, man, for sure. I already know. I know exactly how that go. Andre Jr. Peace, what's happening? Hey, Wayne, hey, you got it, though. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, ever since I been on the smoothie game, man, for real. Like, of course, I was drinking the smoothies anyway, man, but I upped it. You know what I'm saying? I upped the intake. Like, I'm for sure gonna do 2 a day. That's gonna always happen, man. So, like, man, you notice the things with the skin, all that good stuff, man. It's like you start to glow. You know, you feel good, man. Your body, it heals faster. You know what I'm saying? When you get a little nagging injury, it heals faster. All that type of good stuff, man. Oh, Divine, man. Hey, I was having that conversation with a client, man. Like like I said in the it might have been a poem or a song, I can't remember, but I told him, I was like, that soul food is bad for your soul food. You know, so nah. The biggest mistake we made was labeling that stuff soul food. Like, ain't nothing soulful about that stuff that we call soul food. Like, the whole combination of a plate, of a soul food plate, is killing you. So there's nothing soulful about a soul food plate. So I hate, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that we even be calling it that is crazy. Like, the fact that we call that combination of foods soul food is crazy. Like, that's always crazy to me. Outcast, exactly. Man, Devin, I'm trying to tell you. And that, hey, and one of my homeboys, when I talked about it, you know, talked about being healthy, you know, and once you start experiencing how great it makes you feel, how you never want to turn back. And he was talking, he said it becomes second nature. I was like, nah, fam, it becomes first nature. You know, that's your first nature. Forget something being second nature. It becomes your first nature. You know, when you start experiencing how good you feel, man, when you drinking these smoothies, when you consuming the fruits and veggies, man, you like, nah, fam, why would I want to feel bad, man? You know, when you start seeing how great that stuff makes you feel, you like, nah, I don't want to consume that because I don't want to mess up this good feeling right now. I don't want to mess up this vibe. Like, that's how I be operating and functioning. Sherwin, peace, what's happening? Oh, Dread Mike, for sure. Yeah, for sure, man. Hey, you're gonna be clear out here, you know, for sure. But yeah, man, hey, detoxing and cleansing and all of that stuff is important. You know, we take baths and showers every night, but it's like, internally, what are you doing? So if we know and understand that externally we gotta wash the body, why don't we think that applies to the internal? So yeah, externally we gotta take a shower every night, two of them a day. We gotta take 2 baths, whatever the case may be, whatever your routine is. You understand that externally you must wash the body every day, every night. What do you think you have to do internally? Why don't you think you have to wash that out, detox that, cleanse that, refine that? Come on, you got to make it make sense, man. On it for sure. Being healthy is hard. Being unhealthy is hard. You know what I'm saying? So choose your poison at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all challenging. Being unhealthy is very hard. You know what I'm saying? It's very complicated. You know, because you steadily, like when you unhealthy, you are always in a state where you just feel like you fighting to survive. Like you always tired. So you always fighting to stay awake. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not, who wants to be fighting like that all day? Man, I'm always tired, so I feel like I'm just always sluggish. So I feel like every move that I make, I'm fighting to make that move. Nah, I don't want to live like that. You know, when you taking care of your health, like you don't have to fight. You don't have to fight that, man. You want to get up, you want to move, because you feel good, you feel vibrant. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, man, when you unhealthy, man, everything is a fight, everything is a struggle. To do any and everything, do basic stuff. Like to get up from this chair, walk to the door, you like, man, I don't want to do it. Because you unhealthy, you sick. You always have some type of ailment, some type of nagging injury, some type of complaint, lacking energy, always going to the doctor. Doctor bill sky high. Like being unhealthy is way more complicated. Oh, Devin, man, literally. There are juices you can make for every ailment. We got herbs for every ailment. We got fruits, veggies for every ailment. It's like, come on, man. Like we be making stuff rocket science and it's not. You know, people be out here tripping, man. Oh, Wayne, man, I'm trying to tell you, man, you feel like you're on top of the world, man, when you start doing those extended fasts. You know, once you work your way up to that, man, you start feeling like you're on top of the world, man. It'd be a great feeling. And it's like, why would I want to feel anything other than that? Sweet tea, peace, what's happening? And I made a post. That was my post on Facebook. You know, I said the thing about eating healthy, working out, is that it's a beast getting started, but once you get started, the only direction is up for real. You know, because once you start to see the benefits, feel the benefits, man, you're not gonna want to feel any other way, man. You just not going. It's gonna take a real traumatic life experience for you to just kind of fall off. Because once you tap in, man, once you start feeling good, thinking good, like you're not gonna want to think any other way. It's like you don't want to do that. You're not gonna want to tamper with those results at all. Like I said, it'll take something real traumatic in your life to happen for you to fall off of that square. You know, but once you get started and you start to feel them benefits, see them benefits, the only way is up. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way. But yeah, sweet tea, you just getting started though. I would call it light work. Kuma, yeah, for sure. You know, sunbathing. Devin, man, yeah. Most people, yeah, most people look at me sideways when I, because the messed up thing, you know, black men, we already got this stigma attached to us that we don't go to doctors, right? So when as a black man, I sit here and I say, nah, I don't trust doctors. They looking at it from an ignorant standpoint. They think I'm just being ignorant and stubborn. It's like, no, I don't trust doctors because I believe in the healing effects of the foods that I consume, the herbs, nature, things like that. So it's not that I'm like, I don't trust doctors, therefore I don't care about my health. So a lot of times when they hear that, due to the stigma that's attached to us, they start thinking like that. Oh man, this dude don't care about himself because he ain't going to the doctor. Just because somebody says they don't trust doctors doesn't mean they don't care about their health. So we got to understand that. Yeah, you got some brothers that don't care. But it's like, just because I said I don't trust doctors doesn't mean I'm saying I don't care about my health. You know, and that's something that we got to understand too, because I definitely don't trust them. I put my trust in them. You know, I done let y'all know that story multiple times. I done put my trust in these folks and they didn't just let me down. So it's like, nah, I started to elevate when I put my health in my own hands. You know, and that's just gonna be the case. You the best knower of yourself. So you gotta tap in with yourself, man. You gotta ask yourself questions. You gotta study yourself and really see what's the ideal regimen for self. You know, what makes you feel the best, from the foods to the exercises, all of that type of good stuff, man. You gotta tap in with yourself to figure that stuff out. What works for me might not work for you. You know, it's a lot of trial and error. I done had to experiment a lot to see what type of regimens work for me. Like weightlifting, you know, I can weight lift 3-4 days out the week of some nice intense lifting, and that's like I don't need to lift heavy, or I don't need to lift and work out 5 days a week. You know, 4 days is my max. When I work out 4 days out the week, as far as like lifting weights, man, I'm good. Like, I'm great. You know, and then the 3 days might be some light cardio or something. Like, that regimen works for me. Might not work for you though. You know, but that's like 4 is my golden number for weightlifting. You might need to go 5 or 6 days depending on your goal. You know what I'm saying? But I know and understand my body. I know what my body responds to. And that was because trial and error. I paid attention. I documented things, you know. I observed things. That's how you got to do it. Oh, Divine, for sure. You know, you know what's crazy is they forced us to deviate from that, right? Back in the day, you know, hey, your grandmother, your great grandmother, they got those ancient remedies. I got a book right now. It's called Working Your Roots or something like that. I forgot. Let me see if I got this book behind me. I can't see it, but I know that book is behind me, man. But it talks about all the ancient remedies that they had back in the day, man. I know y'all know what I'm talking about, man. Your granny got a concoction, man, that she'd give you if you say your head hurting. We used to do this, man, because again, that's what our ancestors was on. We knew how to heal ourselves, but they say, nah, man, we can't have it. We can't have them doing that. You know, so now we look at that type of stuff as pseudoscience. Because that's how they made us view it. Oh, that's quackery. You know what I'm saying? Your head hurting, like taking this lemon and putting it in it. Like, nah, that ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? That's how they got us viewing it. But our people, that's how we was moving. But they made it seem like that was just like a poor folks remedy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how they tricked us, fam. Like, that's how they got us. But that's what our people was on, man. We knew holistic ways to heal the body, heal ourselves. And when you would go down as a kid, your granny had a concoction. Y'all wasn't finna go to that doctor. Couldn't probably afford it. So it's like, look, we finna do this. And it knocked it right out the game. That little cold you had, gone. All RBG for sure. That's the only time we go. But when it come to little simple things, man, hey, again, study them herbs. Get in tune with the herbs. Get in tune with the fruits. Get in tune with the veggies. That's how you do it. That's how you roll. Divine Focus, I'm telling you. Just imagine if we held on to those ancient remedies, if we never stopped practicing that. Just imagine how further along we would be. Because we would only elevate. We would only find out more concoctions. You know what I'm saying? So just imagine if we never stopped doing that. You know, and that's why they had to do what they did. We would have a Dr. Sabi in every family if they just would have let us continue on with our ancient remedies. We would have had Dr. Sabis in every family. Like, look, do this, do that, do this. But they like, nah, you can't be doing that. You got to go to the doctor. You got a cold. You got to go to the doctor. You got a headache. Oh, you got to go to the doctor. And they finna give you this ibuprofen. They gonna give you this aspirin. Like, dude, you don't need all of that. Man, you got that headache, man. Here go this peppermint oil right here, you know. We gonna light this diffuser up. Get this peppermint oil going. Rub this peppermint oil on your head, man. It's gonna knock the headache out. You know what I'm saying? Like, little stuff like that, man. Why you taking an aspirin? Because you have a headache. Like, man, that aspirin is tearing you up. That aspirin causing way more damage than you know. Oh, yeah, Devin, man. And it's a losing battle with that. Because it's hard to argue with them. Because all they know, man, I had pain. I took ibuprofen. Pain is gone. Man, you can't tell them nothing. You can't tell them, hey, you know what I'm saying? Use this turmeric, use this garlic, ginger. That process might be a little slower, but like you dealing with an inflammation issue. This is treating the root cause of it. You know what I'm saying? When you take this ibuprofen, you just suppressing symptoms, but it's actually making your situation worse because you're not getting to the root cause. So the next time you get knee pain, it's gonna be more severe than the pain you just had because you just suppressing a symptom. But if you take this turmeric, this garlic, and this ginger, then you get into the root cause. You know what I'm saying? So you eliminating this pain issue entirely. But it's hard. It's hard to get that through to them when they say, man, I took this ibuprofen, man. Now all I know is the pain gone. I can't stand that. Like, I can't stand that at all. Oh, elbow for sure. Like, I can't stand that at all. Kevin, what you say? Oh, yeah, hey, Antonio, shout out to Nip, man. Shout out to Nip. Shout out to Nip for sure. Kevin, what you say, is it true some females get insecure when a guy is lean? Wait a minute. When a guy is lean and in shape and she isn't? Oh, 100%. 100%. And I feel like it's also on the vice versa end too. Yeah, on the vice versa end too. Chris, hey, I don't know the last time you tapped into aspirin, but aspirin got a lot of synthetic chemicals in there that don't need to be in them. Then they had, man, what is that, Bayer? Man, and this was an article back in the day, man, when they had to recall some of the aspirin joints, man, because it was laced with the what was it, HIV at the time. Man, we could look that up, man. They be tampering with all of this type of stuff, man. I ain't trusting aspirin either. They didn't have aspirin, man. Let me see if you probably can't find the article now because they done censored everything. But man, that was, man, let me see if I know I did a live and I brought that up. Yeah, yep. Bayer's inventory of HIV contaminated blood products and yeah. Go tap into that article. They still got these articles about that. Kevin, what you say? Any advice on getting your vertical up? Hey man, you just gotta do a lot of jump squats, trap bar, all that good stuff. So the trap board, if you got access to a trap board, that's good. Jump squats, like you do jumping jacks with a band, box jumps, all that type of stuff, man. I work with a young bull, that's like a family friend, man. He finally started dunking. He been working with me for a minute. So yeah, had him do a lot of jump squats, box jumps, trap bar, like trap bar deadlift, trap bar squats, a lot of like box squats and just squatting in general, just building up the leg strength. But in order for you to increase that vertical, you gotta jump. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the jump squats and the box jumps and all that type of stuff is important. So again, you can build the muscle and all that good stuff. Dread Mike, what'd you say? You can't take 800 milligrams ibuprofen and 800 milligram Motrin, don't even put on my didn't my headache. Oh yeah, man. And then the crazy thing about all that, man, your body builds up the tolerance for that. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you get addiction, things like that. Once your body builds up that tolerance, now you need more. It's like the Red Bull, and it's like all of that type of good stuff. You know, all of that type of good, even like the toxic foods, the Red Bull, the you know what I'm saying, the painkillers and all of that, and all of that. You know, but your body builds up that tolerance though. You know, 100%. And again, that's how people end up addicted to these painkillers and all of that, because your body builds up that tolerance. So boom, it's like what was the milligram count that was working for you originally, that ain't gonna work anymore. So now you're gonna need a stronger dosage. You know, just like one Red Bull used to get you right. Now you need two. All right, now two ain't cutting it. Now you need three. You know, so that's how that stuff works. You know, and that's a scary situation to be in, man, because then your body gonna stop talking to you, and next thing you know, bow, heart attack. Like next thing you know, boom, heart attack. Oh, Antonio, what you say, man? Yeah, I haven't taken any medication since, man. We in 2022. The last time I probably took some medication was probably man, it might have been 2010 or something. It might have been about 10 years, man. I can't even, when you can't remember the last time you did something, like, nah, I can't even remember the last time yeah, I can't even remember the last time I did that. So it might have been like 2010, back when I was playing ball and whatnot. Yeah, back when I was playing ball, I think that was last time I took some. I still don't even remember taking anything then. It might have been in high school, but man, it would have to be at least since 2010. And any little situation that I come across, man, it's just like I either go to like a natural remedy. But for the most part, man, when you eat those anti-inflammatory foods, man, your body responds, like it heals quick. You know, stuff don't be as painful. Like it just don't, it be all good. Hey, Sade, is beautiful. Hold on, what you say? What is the best exercise for women building up muscle? Depending on the body part, but you want to strength train and you want to do what they call multi-joint movements. So you want to squat, you want to deadlift. Most women don't care about bench pressing, but yeah, you can add that to the mix. Shoulder, like military press, shoulder press. You want to do all of these movements, RDLs, hip thrusts. You want to work your way up to be able to do pull-ups, things like that. So bent over rows, that helps with that. So you want to do all of these types of movements, and it really depends on like what areas you're trying to build up. Like what areas do you prioritize, and then I can give you movements for each area. But for the most part, every movement that I just named is great for building muscle. And you want to go heavy, keep the reps between like 8 to 12. And have that weight be nice and heavy with it. Lift heavy, eat clean, and you gonna build that muscle. One thing I know how to do is build muscle. So you lift heavy, you eat clean, the muscle is built. Oh, you say, did I play pro? No. You know what I'm saying? Didn't even have that. No, didn't have the aspiration to do that. I was, I was a hooper for the longest. Man, I played basketball. I mean, I played football because I was decent at it, and they gave me scholarships. But it ain't something that I actually love to do. Yeah, I just played like 2.5 years in college, and but people don't be knowing, like I had got like 2 or 3 concussions back to back. And this was right around the time like that like when people started talking about concussions and it was in the news. So I had just stopped. I said, nope, I ain't going out like that. And that was, again, me paying attention, you know what I'm saying, to my body. And I started to understand politics of the situation. When all this stuff started coming out about concussions, man, I start, you know what I'm saying? I'm a running back, so I'm running. And then I'm like, man, my head ain't feeling right. So I'm conscious now. I'm like, hold on. Like, nah, I ain't finna go back out here. Back in high school, you would do something like that and you would get right back out there and won't think nothing of it. But once all this information started coming out about concussions, man, it made me more mindful of it. So I get these headaches and I'm like, nah, I ain't taking this lightly, fam. And when I get those concussions, man, it's like the team be trying to rush you back, like they wasn't taking it serious. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't like that, man. So I was like, nah, I'm good. Like, I ain't fooling with it. Like, they don't care nothing about your health for real. So let me go ahead and end this, man. I ain't going out like that. I get these concussions, man, and it's almost like they think you BSing, man. They think you playing, but I'm like, nah, fam, I got a concussion. My head shouldn't be hurting this bad. After after I done got out of practice, fam, my head is thriving. So I'm like, this ain't normal. When you get a concussion, you can't go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, this affecting my sleep. I'm like, nah, I'm good. And they think you playing, think you BSing, and they want you to get back out there ASAP. I'm like, nah, I ain't finna risk that. Man, I got like 2 of them things, like 2 or 3 of them back to back. So no, I was good. I was good after all that. All right, Tony, man, I'm trying to tell you, I don't drink any energy drink, no coffee, no none of that. Strictly fruit, strictly water. And I have more. Listen, some people don't even know how I'm able to deal with the type of schedule that I have. Man, I'm always on the go, and you don't never really see me crash. Like, you don't see me crash at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't see me crash at all. I have more energy than everybody. More energy than everybody around me. Like, I got one of the craziest schedules. And what I tell people all the time, like, for the life of me, what I don't understand is, like, I'm telling people, but I'm not even telling people. I'm living it. Like, people see me. I done had people come up to me in the gym and be like, man, how you able to maneuver around this gym with all this energy? So, like, if I'm not only telling you this, but you are seeing it, like, you might want to listen to what I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm showing you it. You are acknowledging it. You are bearing witness to, man, this little dude got a lot of energy, man. Like, dude came up to me in the gym, was like, hey, man, you must be vegan. I could tell by the way you moving around here with your energy. And it's like they think I'm about to give them some type of secret supplement to take for some energy. And I'm like, nah, fam, I eat fruits before I work out, or I drink these smoothies, or yada, 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 whatever the case may be. And I'm good. And they look at me like I just let them down. I'm like, bro, I'm telling you, this is what I do. This is how I'm able to function throughout the day and not break down and not be lethargic and not be tired. Like, I don't have to have 2 jugs of coffee. I don't have to do it. What do y'all think is the purpose of fruit? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to ask yourself the purpose of some of this food, fam. You got to ask yourself the purpose of a fruit. Listen, we got to start tapping into what glucose is and what it supplies to the body. Like, that's an energy source, fam. That's an energy source. Bro, like, if you supply your body with this energy source, it's going to give you energy. When you do it consistently, when you do it repeatedly, there is no cheat code to it. You do not need anything else. Why do you think the fruits exist? Literally, one of the main reasons for the existence of fruits is to supply you with energy. And this is just an actual fact. Muggs, my brother Antonio didn't see me in action. Half the time we done worked out together, man, I ain't even ate nothing. Just water. You know what I'm saying? Or I might have had my fruit. And he didn't see me get down with the heaviest of weights and not look winded at all, not lack no energy, none of that. He done seen that. I don't do no pre-workout. I don't do none of that. You know, all this stuff that they be selling folk, they really get money up off y'all. Go get your fruit, go eat these bananas. I'm trying to tell you, I'm guaranteeing you that you're going to have way more energy than you've ever had in your life. Of course, it's not going to start out that way, but when you do the stuff consistently over time, man, you're going to be good. You know, so you're going to have a boatload of energy. Man, I'm trying to tell y'all, if y'all had some of these smoothies I make before you go work out or before you started your day, that'll change your whole game, man. That'll change your whole life. It'll change your entire life. You know what I'm saying? It'll change your entire life, man, because not only is this supplying you with enough energy, but we already know the antioxidants that's in all of these fruits, man. So you're just going to be feeling great. You know, just outside of energy, man, the body feels good. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful feeling. You know what I'm saying? But people that worked out with me, they didn't seen it. They didn't seen it firsthand. And mugs didn't see me. Like, they asked me, hey man, what you had before you worked out? Like, what you had before you work out? I'm like, fam, I'm either in this fastest state or I just had a few bananas. That's it. You know, I'm not doing like all the, like I said, these pre-workouts, all this stuff, man, is money grabs. They making money off y'all. Hey, if I wanted to do that, I'd make all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the fitness space. I'll make a pre-workout or a protein shake and take everybody money. But I'm not going to do that because that stuff, you don't need it. And our people back in the day, man, they was out in the field, man, they ain't had no pre-workouts. You know what I'm saying? Like our ancestors, this stuff wasn't an invention then. You don't need a pre-workout. You don't need none of that, man. Drink you a smoothie, eat you some fruits. I guarantee you, you're going to get through that workout just fine. Guarantee you. I guarantee you. All of this other stuff, man, is mental. You know what I'm saying? 100% mental. Supply the body with what it needs, and the body is going to reward you. It's going to reward you, man. Your recovery going to be your recovery going to be quicker, all of that, man. You know, stop poisoning your body before you work out. Stop poisoning your body after you work out. It defeats the purpose, you know? It's balance. It's balance, man. Like, I don't just talk that, I live that. People can bear witness to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got people that have seen me in action. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, some people work out and be like, man, it's hard to keep up with, dude. Fruits and veggies. Fruits and veggies. Fruits and veggies. Drink your water. Fruits and veggies. Drink your water. Fruits and veggies. Drink your water. Man, I'm trying to tell you. Life would be way more easier for folks if you ate your fruits and veggies or drink them and drink your water. Like, for real. You know, skin gon', you know what I'm saying? Skin gonna be better, everything, man. Mind, like, listen, mind gonna be clearer. All of that good stuff, man. Eat your fruits and veggies, man. Drink your water, man. Simple as that. Start there, you know. Start there. Trying to tell you, please. Anybody that wants to drink 2 smoothies a day and just tell me how you feel. Do that for a month. I guarantee your life will change. You're not going to want to eat trash foods. You're not going to want to eat anything that don't agree with your stomach and your body. And you're going to feel 100%. You're going to feel 100 times better. I'm telling you. 2 smoothies a day. Do that for a whole month. Come back and talk to me 30 days after the fact. I guarantee you, you ain't going to feel like you need to do anything else. Now, of course, you will need to do something else. But I'm telling you, when you do that long enough, man, you're going to be like, man, I feel great. Sharif in peace, what's happening? You're going to be like, man, I feel fantastic, fam. I've been drinking 2 smoothies a day, man. I feel unstoppable. That's how it is. But y'all, man, with that being said, man, I done went over my time for the day, man. So I'm going to go ahead and tap on out. Do a little research, man. Try to get a little resting in, man. A little tired today, but it is what it is. Little tired, you know. But we still ain't going to really rest, though. We got to put in some work. So we can make it. You know what I'm saying? We can push through. Because I'm 2 smoothies in already. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even 4 o'clock. I done already had 2 smoothies. So we already good. Like, I had my second smoothie about 2 hours ago. We was up and at them early. You know what I'm saying? So we good. We got the fuel that we need to be productive for the rest of the day. So we gonna carry on, you know. Had to get up a little earlier, you know what I'm saying, than normal today. So we had to push through. But we good though. We alright. But man, I appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna let y'all enjoy the rest of y'all weekend, man. Enjoy the rest of this Saturday. Appreciate the comments, appreciate the love, man. It's all peace. Y'all be easy. I'm out. Peace.